limited or curtailed by the boundary between the county governments and the national government, because you have a duty on formulating policy that helps this ministry, all its departments across the country, both at the national level and the county levels. I'll ask you a few minor questions, but none the less important. Dr. Karanja, have you ever been adversely mentioned in any integrity-related report?
No, Mr. Speaker, sir.
There is a man called Onyango who has written saying your conduct and integrity as a nominee is not good because you have faced one or multiple allegations of unethical behavior and participation in corrupt and illegal activities. Is it true?
Not
he
true.
has provided no evidence, but that's what he says.
That is not true, Mr. Speaker, sir, because yes. I have never participated in that kind of activity.
Do you hold any leadership position in any political party?
No, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Within Kenya?
No, Mr. Speaker, sir.
What is your net worth?
My net worth is 214 million shillings.
Yes, made out of?
Made up of my residence, my family residences. Mm-hmm. We have apartments. I have vehicles. We have plots and land. I have deposits in a bank account.
Okay. Yesterday, we had 5 candidates. We asked them many questions, ending with this minor question on their net worth. But the media only picked the net worth and forgot everything else. We want the media to be fair to both the candidates for appointment and the committee, because we are not here to evaluate the wealth of candidates. We are evaluating their suitability to hold public office to which they are nominated. Yes. Yes.
Just one thing, Honorable Chair. The last time when I was in the energy sector, KenGen came up with a policy. They wanted to start doing production of ammonia in Naivasha, which is a very big byproduct for production of fertilizer. Maybe Dr. Karanja can tell us whether, instead of, because the biggest chunk of our fertilizer is imported, and if we could be able to produce ammonia, which is a very, very big component in fertilizer production, then maybe that can go towards addressing most of the fertilizer issues. Thank you, Chair.
That's good information for you, Dr. Karanja. You can go with it, and we'll now release you. Go with your original documents after having been checked with what we have in our possession and found to be correct. Have a good day.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, and I would like to thank you and all the members for the good engagement. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Agent, you can escort the nominee.
Mr. Speaker, on that issue of declaration of wealth, you know, since our media colleagues are here before the other nominee comes in, I know it's the newspapers that largely reported on it, which is okay, because it's part of the vetting process. You know, if these honorable members also here declared their wealth, there are others who are worth much more than that. Like my friend here, Junet. I know if he was to declare his wealth, having been a member of parliament and a businessman of many years.
Mr. Speaker, that is being malicious, Mr. Speaker. And he has been sent to finish me. Yeah, I don't know about you.
My only concern is that you asked the candidates many incisive questions. And the question of their worth was at the tail end of every interview. And even the candidates gave very clear explanations, like Soipan said, her growth is because of the appreciation of the assets that she had. And I believe it applied to everybody. But what we see in the headlines is totally different.
In fact, the Honorable Soipan said appreciation of land and a house she has acquired in Nairobi. And I think it's important for the public to also know all these cabinet secretaries once appointed into office, just like members of parliament, access mortgage facilities to buy property in Nairobi if you didn't have one. Soipan has also been a member of parliament for 3 terms. So it's fair because maybe next time it will be, these members here will be here being vetted to appreciate that Honorable Mary Amase has been a member of parliament for 3 terms. Whatever she's worth, and she also has other consultancy she does and other businesses.
What about me 6 terms?
We will only question what you will own if you are to declare here.
Mr. Speaker, on the same breath, even Honorable Soipan went ahead and declared even the loans. And if you look at her declaration, she has a loan of 49 million shillings, which is not yet paid and removed from the net worth. So we need to be sensitive on some of these.
Speaker,
Yes.
Chairman.
Honorable Speaker, I just said I think it's also important for members of the media to understand that the fact that you own properties or your net worth is high is not a disqualification, or it does not make you unsuitable. And the fact that you declare your wealth is not for use now, but for use in future. If, let's say, your wealth that you declared at the time of entering office, if there is alleged corruption against you, that is used to assess whether you legally acquired the property while in office. So it's not for use now. Similarly, the wealth declaration form, the wealth declaration form and the self-declaration form that is deposited at the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Authority, I know that the EACC have spoken in the media the day before yesterday and said that they clear candidates. EACC has no authority whatsoever in law to clear anyone. They can only investigate you for corruption. So the self-declaration form is for custody by EACC for future investigation should they be necessary. Similarly, the wealth declaration form that public servants leave with their employees is for use only at the time that you're being investigated and they have received a court order asking for the wealth declaration form. So it's important that the media get the facts right. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, let me explain this. Mr. Speaker, there is no harm in somebody being rich. And there is no harm, it is not a crime, in somebody being poor. But what I think people expect is just a proper explanation on how, when you declare this is my wealth, what is the source, what is it? The question that has come up is, let's say you have worked for 30 years and you made a wealth of 400 million. And you have worked for 2 years and you have made a wealth of 150 million. So that's the comparison that they are looking at. If you explain how you made that 150, there is no harm, Mr. Speaker. Richness is not a crime, as you say. I agree with you. And poor is dangerous.
Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. You know, this is not even new. When we did the vetting last time, all headlines talked about the billions and the hundreds of millions that the nominees were worth. So I think it's something that maybe the media feels can sell. And because of freedom of media, we can allow them to report it the way they see it.
Curtailing their freedom at all.
Mr. Speaker, I'm aware that Ichungwah is worth 5 billion as of now. So
why are you understating him?
Honorable Speaker, I was wondering why he's understating.
Why are you understating him? Can we break for 10 minutes? Questions that are nonetheless very important. Have you ever been adversely mentioned in any integrity-related report? You already said your name was dropped in Parliament on the infamous list of shame, and it ended and you went back to office. Do you hold any leadership position in any political party?
No, Chair, I don't.
What is your net worth?
My net worth, I'll need to confirm from, I think 500. There's a small addition from what I was worth last time when I came to, let me check the exact figure on my notes as I take the next question.
Yes. Check, so you check the next question. We have checked your documents against what we have. We find them correct, except you'll have to look at your year of birth. One of the documents say you are born on 30th September 1959. Another one says you are born on 30th September 1960.
The correct date is 1959.
So you should...
It's just the way I think some of...
Just look at your documents.
Absolutely. It is,
underline,
yeah.
it's not fatal, but it's important.
I'll do that, Chairman.
Where is this one? Where's the wealth?
Net worth. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it, Chair. It is 509,800,000. 509,800,000. I think there's been some small growth of about 27.6 million. Page 7 of the document, and I filed the document.
May I ask the nominee, in his statement of net worth, he has put a house in Spring Valley, valued at 95. Is this a historical valuation?
This is an historical valuation.
It must be a very small house.
In the short time, I've not had a chance to revalue.
Spring Valley.
I was actually going to offer him to buy it at a better price than this. If
half an acre of empty land in Spring Valley is 100 million.
Interestingly, Chairman, these are assets we bought when the value was 9 million. So this is an historical value.
I'm asking that because this valuation is not accurate and therefore cannot be reflecting your true net worth.
Thank you.
95 million if it's for probably 7 or 8 years ago.
Anyway, you
If
have
it is
had
a
a
house, I
nominal
suspect.
growth, you say?
Thank you, Chair.
Yes. If you do correct evaluations, even Matundu is in Westlands.
Matundu is in Westlands.
Yes.
It's a flat.
Oh, a flat.
Yeah.
A flat, that's okay. Spring Valley, half an acre empty land is 100 million. So if you have a house on it, it must be much.
This is an historical value, Chair. I do agree. Thank you.
Yes, that's okay.
Yeah,
Or
but
maybe
Chair,
you
I
intended
think-
to dispose the property.
But maybe Honorable
We are
Chairperson,
not valuers, anyway.
But Honorable Chairperson, it's probably better to tell the candidates to just say 95 billion as at this year, so that because no one is going to go and start doing undertaking a scientific evaluation.
No.
But you can say as at this period.
It's okay, Davis. We finish here and we let you go back to your undertakings and wait for the outcome of this process. We wish you well in your undertaking.
Honorable members, Chairman, let me thank the entire Honorable House for this sitting, and again reaffirm my commitment to serve. I'm ready, willing, and available to work and address the challenges in this sector. Thank you.
Thank you. Members, trick him in any situation.
Mr. Speaker,
Yes.
now that the nominee has said he doesn't have a car and he has never owned one, I wanted to know what is his dream car? Which one are you looking? What's your dream? Which one are you dreaming that one day? Which one?
Eric, don't answer that.
Honorable Speaker, and I will need your protection in future.
Yes, don't answer that.
Did he answer your question?
Yes,
If
no, he
was
didn't.
offered a car by a contractor in the water sector.
He said no. Okay. You are going into a ministry like many others. You know, the service ministries, water, roads, and agriculture, and all this, health, they are infiltrated by mega cartels, literally mafia. And you must, as a young person, resist their approaches to you and fight them out of the ministry so that you run a clean ministry to help Kenyans.
Thank you.
Eric, we are done with you. We have looked at your papers against what we have. We find them okay. There was no memorandum from the public against you. We now release you to go back to your other engagements and wait to hear your fate from this committee at a later stage.
Thank you, Speaker, and thank you, honorable members, for the engagement. I appreciate comments from all of you. And also, I would like to thank Kenyans who have been sending me messages of goodwill. And I hope that this committee rules in my favor. Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Honorable members, I saw John Paul in the gallery. Honorable members, you now break for lunch for 30 minutes. Lunch is also available to the media and everybody else here. 30 minutes, members, then we're back to take 2 more, and we close.